Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel Cross-Stitch with Luda. Today I will make a very special video for you and me as well. The hardest video to prepare for, the hardest video emotionally for me, because I will be talking about my biggest love, about cross-stitch and about Nora Corbett. And please give me a like for it, because I have been preparing for almost 2 days for this video. I've lost some patterns, I have to find them, I have to bring all the finishes together, and even I keep everything in order and stuff like that. I have lost big part of my charts. They were partly in Ukraine with my friends. Finally, long story, I don't want to waste your time, but for me it was big pain to think that I've lost some of my charts. Anyways, I was sitting talking about everything, and then I realized I did not press the play. So please, for my effort, I'm waiting for your feedback at least. Anyways, let's start from the beginning. Why we are here today? Because I want to show you lots of charts, lots of finishes, well, all my finishes. Again, I finally have them all together. And as well, I will introduce you the designer, what I know about her, and that's it. Let's start. So Nora Corbett, she's a designer. She started her career as a designer in 1993. This I can tell from the charts. And she still designs till now. Every single month we have new designs. 1 month we have Mirabilia, next month we have Nora Corbett. So basically she has 2 lines plus Patreon. Sometimes she designs for magazines, for retreats, and random charts, depends. But I have all the charts for I am collecting Mirabilia charts. I have them all, except a few latest ones I still have to purchase, but it's not a problem. I buy slowly 3-4 charts at one time. And Nora Corbett I don't collect because it's too much. I have to have a space where to keep them, but I like them equally. The only thing with Nora Corbett designs, they're a bit smaller, they're smaller, and they have lots of beads, caron, water lilies. So it's a bit pricey, and I try to stitch lots of Mirabilia, so I will have leftovers and I'll use them in Nora Corbett designs. That's why or sometimes for me to start Mirabilia, it's something special. Nora Corbett is a small design, and I don't consider it's like I do a big job, but I like them all. As well, she has free and you can also see them at Casa Chinina. You can download it right away. I don't know where else, but yeah. So let's start from another thing. Many people don't know that Nora Corbett also is a daughter of Mary Leviton Bloom, and Nora Corbett grew up in environment of the artistic world, and so I guess she learned from her mother some basic maybe. And later we can see she's completely unique and creative designer as well. She studied in university where she learned art and how professionally draw. And I have her original artwork with me here in that other room. Her chart she just published a few days ago. I was really happy. I purchased this artwork in 2000. 2019 for my birthday, and I only got it. It was a coincidence that I got it in 2023, again on my birthday, because the artwork was with my friend in the United States. We already moved from there, and let me show you quickly. I will show you from the wall. You can see her and all the details of the dress. Yeah, she will be reframed, I just don't know when. For now, I like her as it is. So, Mary Levitin Bloom also had few lines of her designs. It was told in the garden, and I cannot show you the chart because I don't have it, but I used to have Butternut Road. I have the whole kit collected in Ukraine. I got the... It's like a kit now, not just a chart. Beautiful design, and well, I have lots. I just don't have it all together right now because I spent so much time preparing myself for Mirabilia, Nora Corbett. But I also purchased few. They just been kitchen up now, and lavender and lace. I have few. I'm stitching one, my first one, Angel of Morning. So the most popular design of Mary Levitin Bloom, I think it's Angel of Love. And many of you familiar with this design. If you're not, you can just Google and see. Really pretty, and I'm gonna stitch this well one day. But yeah, so this is Nora Corbett's mother. As well, I forgot to mention that I just saw it. Sorry, I just saw Christmas trees. So Nora Corbett also made those designs for Hoffman. It was as a semi-kit, but I got fabric. I got all of Christmas trees, including every Christmas tree from Patreon. And just a month ago or few, it was latest Christmas tree called Silver Klimt tree, because her two the most beautiful one from Patreon were Klimt tree and also Van Gogh tree. So this was series for Hoffman. Every year was a Christmas tree. And as I mentioned, I have them all kitted. It's already the copy in here. It was a kit. I just was sorting stuff because of many times moving. I have separately threads in boxes, silks, and everything. Anyways, this is what I forgot to mention. And in a series of Nora Corbett, she has many series, like witches. She has pixies. Like this is a pixie, for example. And there is a big series of pixies. This is just a fairy, I would say. And she also has, I'll show you later, dragonflies, including one from the retreat, pixie again. And she has series of mermaids. They are smaller than mermaids Mirabilia, and a bit different style. They're more simple. Again, the size is smaller, and they have their own style. And I've seen them stitched. I will never forget that picture on a wall. It was I guess a room for two girls. One wall was with pixies or fairies, and another wall was with mermaids. All of them stitched and separate. Oh, it's a dream. It's a dream. I love it as well. Just when people stitch it on different fabrics. It's also, great idea, but I love to see series all together. Another mermaid, This is series. I have them Muse collection. I have them all semi-kitted wherever. I have tons of leftovers, so I don't worry about it. This is again Muse collection. Very rare I see it stitched, but I love it so much. Lots of beads, again lots of cranics and even crescent colors, which is rare. She's not using them often in Mirabilias or... Oh, this is the other part of portraits, but by Nora Corbett. You can see there will be a great addition to my Art Nouveau sampler, and I will show you again. So maybe if you will stitch it and place it side by side, but it's totally up to you. You can just have it all separate. Sorry the way I show you. Anyways, let's continue with the charts. I have more. I just was not prepared for Nora Corbett. I have tons. Again, Pixie. So some of them, they are out of print and it's very hard to get it. Welcome to eBay then, if you wanna get something, but it's very hard to get a regular price. And yeah, I love the Muse collection. Really interesting. Okay. This is also Pixie, but it's like more witches, Gothic style. And I love this portrait series. I've stitched one and I would like to stitch this one this year. She has a lot of treasures, so I will tell you. The key is, well, just have a look how many treasures she has. 9 packages of one number, 5 packages, quite pricey, but it's worth it. Bluebell, I guess it's out of print, very expensive now. And also Mirabilia, it's not by number, but she was making those kind of small designs by babies, just like a different line. It's LS3, she has LS1, obviously. Magnolia, very, very pretty, classy one. And Nora Corbett somehow has one of these. And some designs were printed in magazines, now they're in the charts. It was a very, very beautiful one, and it was Egg Collector, it's number 49, I guess. Also, this series I'm gonna stitch next, Butterflies. Another one I could not get on Casacina, got it from eBay. And Muse collection. You see how many beads, and she will be tiny, small one. Anyways, just for you to understand about it. And Nora Corbett as well had Zodiac collection. I've been in her 2 retreats. I would love to go once or many times to more retreats, so I have all the charts of zodiacs and I got it all together. So hopefully I will stitch, not hopefully, I'm gonna stitch them. I just have to, I already got the fabric and I'll be stitching them on the same fabric. This is one of the latest I bought. I have more, I have also cottages. Could not find them, they're somewhere laying with other charts. And yeah, Christmas series. As well, I want to stitch series of all the reindeers. There are 9 of them, I guess. That's it, guys, that's it about Nora Corbett. designs. Let's go back to Mirabilia. So Mirabilia designs I've been collecting for 10 years now. And one more design I want to show you. This is from Patreon. I'm gonna stitch it. Don't know when I printed, but this is how it looks like. It's in PDF. You cannot buy it in paper, hard copy, but it's okay. I mean, I'm stitching from working copies anyways, but of course I love to stitch from the original one. It's just because I collect the charts, and for me I can't stitch it from the original one because I try to keep it clean and part of my collection. As well, you can get bead packs. I have a lot. I just show you as an example. It's my latest purchase. I got this one and I never used it. I didn't even know. I stitched this Mirabilia. I thought I did not have a bead pack, so I use all my... I just saw it now with you. It's okay. I probably took it from other... but as I'm saying, I'm stitching Mirabilias for 10 years. I can stitch it from my leftovers, even Mirabilia. So this is a big bead pack for dressmaker's daughter. Beautiful Mirabilia chart. I have it as well, obviously. And this bead pack, I have a lot. It's just like I want to show you example how you can buy beads separately, or you can buy them all in a package. It's Lady Hera, which is also, I don't see her stitched often. I would love to stitch her. Now her chart arrived. I have bead pack, maybe this year, I don't know. Depends on my mood. I love to stitch new designs and I love to stitch older designs. So I would love to show you all the designs of Mirabilia. But before that, wanted to introduce you to some charts, but let's make this video a little bit more interesting, and at the end I will show you charts. So let's start from my collection of stitched Mirabilias. I have few framed and I will show you them as well, but in a little bit later. So this is Mermaid of the Pearls. The light in my room right now, it's not great, and it maybe not showing you proper colors. This Mirabilia, when I saw her on a chart, I was not paying any attention. But when I saw her on 15 seconds video on Instagram, I fell in love with the amount of beads and pearls using in her. So she's quite big and quite heavy as well, because she has lots of beads. I can't see which year I stitched her, but I stitched her, I think 2018, something like that. She's extremely beautiful, just gorgeous, and lot of bead work. Next is Atlantic Mermaid. Some of my Mirabilias I have to remove from the frame, because when last time I was in Ukraine and my parents live in 30 kilometers from the front zone, I did not want to have them there in case something happened, which already happened once to one of my apartments. I just got them all from the frames, you can see, unfortunately, because it's risky to ship them. What if they will lose them? But to bring them with me in a luggage, it's safer for me, because imagine it's a lot of work. One Mirabilia may stitch in 1 month, depends on the size, could be 2 months, everyday work, hours and hours of stitching. This one also was framed, and you saw maybe on my Instagram I was removing it from the frame. It was a present of my dear friend and Lena Pope. She made me so happy on my birthday when she gave me the whole package of Lily of the Woods, and she is amazing. I love her so much. A lot of treasures in this work, a lot of them. And I see some people replace them. Also, the original fabric is quite different. It's more green. Oh, my other love, she's the queen of butterflies, Mariposa. And also she was framed. Unfortunately, I have to remove her and stitch her butterflies over one. And Jules, YouTube stitcher on Instagram, she made this conversion at Stitches Paradise, I guess, with Gina. She chose colors for her. I want to stitch her as original as well. And I have the bead pack already for her, and I might will stitch her again in red, because I want to give it as a present, which I promised myself not to give, but this is a very special person, so I want to give her as a present. So I have to stitch it for myself again. And this is Persephone. You can compare how large she is to others Mirabilia. And Persephone is so beautiful. Greek goddess, where I am now, in Athens. I have to stitch Athena as well. Not Athena, Lady... I forgot Athena, it's in French. I'm mixing words, sorry. But they also call here Athena. Often I hear, maybe it's in Greek, I don't know. Next one is the fairy. She has the bear one. I'm gonna stitch as well. Also, she was framed. I left frames in Zaporozhye, and maybe one day I will put them back, who knows, but I was very careful when I was removing them. So another one also came out of frame. Imagine how many framed work I had. Now they're all just laying. This is Muka. Also, she's quite large, and you better stitch her on a bigger piece of linen, because 50 by 70 it won't be enough. You might miss some borders. You can fit her in. I see some people fitting her in, but better to take a bigger piece of linen. So my next one, I don't know what to do with this one. You can see how she changed color, because she came out of frame and it was not placed on direct sun, but the room was light, and I guess it was because of it, but definitely it was away from direct sunlight, but it is what it is. This is Merchant Mermaid. She's gorgeous, and some of her treasures are impossible to buy now. Almost impossible. It's very, very hard because they're out of production, so you have to either find it in a cross-stitch stores offline, where maybe leftovers still there, and maybe some of them you can find on eBay. Rapunzel. I did not put a year where I stitched it, but also I can see the fabric change a lot, not because it's dirty, it's the color fade. I think I stitched her in 2016 or 17, I can't remember now. Very, very pretty, and it was fun to stitch her. Now I see one of my latest silver moon tea. Wanted to stitch her long time, but finally in 2025. Again, because of the fabric, I stopped stitching her, and I've done it first time. I started another Mirabilia. Normally I stitch skin of my Mirabilias either 2/1 or 1/1, depends, but most of the time I stitch 2/1, and sometimes I replace it with silks, not DMC, from Rainbow Gallery. So this, the Mirabilia I was talking about, were the art though, and she was in 3 parts, and now you can buy the PDF version through Casa Chinina, but the hard copy you only can buy it on eBay now. They don't sell it anymore. I gave mine to my friend because for me it wasn't part of collection, but yeah, it was time when you could not buy it and it was gone. Once they sold it, it was gone. But somehow it's one of the most beautiful Mirabilias. I have to stitch another card at her sorry, I have so many messages coming out. I want to kill all these people who texting me now. Keep checking them. Anyways, her pair will be stitched one day, don't know when, because usually when there is a series, I like to stitch one after another one. Again, you can compare sizes of Mirabilias. Wait, if I'll open this window, I just want to check. It's darker, but in my face it's so ugly when it's like this. So I don't know, maybe it will be better to show like this. And this is Luda. And again, it's hard to show colors on video. It's not what you see. It's so, that's why I was playing with these curtains. Wait a second, I'll try to open the other curtain. I keep them closed because I have pictures on the walls, and wait a second. Sorry for that. Maybe now you'll be able to see better, but I'm not sure. It's very weird light in here. I am like like a tiger. All my face is insane. But it's not about it, it's about the work I want to show you. So that was Luda. This is Botanical Garden. These girls, I forgot their name. They're out of print, I guess, now. Under the apple tree? No, not under the apple. Friendship, something with a friendship. And I stitched it in 2024. Beautiful fabric, by the way. It's much easier. It looks like permine, but it's more, it's thicker, and it was not as hard than stitching on permine. Actually, very good fabric. Also, this was a chart given to me as a present from Karen. Mermaid, the one I will just show you. I found the bead pack. I thought I had it. I remember I thought I had it, but then I like, no, I don't have it. Okay, I'll collect it. Took me the whole day to find all the beads in my boxes, but this is 2025 finish. This is the Muse. Very different. This Art Nouveau style, very different from other designs of Mirabilia. Oh, wait. Here, lots of crayon, water lilies, lots of them. But to stitch this design, it's a pleasure. When I see lots of silks, I love the design right away because I know how much I will enjoy it stitching it. And not a lot of beads. Sometimes it's a bit heavy, sometimes it's not. Look how dark it is. I don't know what to do with the light. It's I have a carpet on my legs now. So hot. Another Mirabilia. I know I stitched it on very rare fabric. What was the name? It's more sampler type of fabric, but I got it from Stitcher's Paradise and they gave it to me. It was just now in my head. I forgot it, but beautiful fabric and beautiful design. It was a bit boring to stitch her dress, but luckily at that time I stitched fast and I did not notice how I finished her. Not lots of beads as well in this one, but there are. Zelda. I stitched her in Buffalo, New York when we were living there. And stitched her on Leslie Under the Sea fabric. It's what was the name of the fabric? Glass, not glass, something like that. I don't know. But it's very thick fabric. It's with metallic. The dress is just amazing. And the pillows. Mermaid. Shipwreck. I call her mermaid with a lamp. With a chandelier. Very pretty. It's a classic mermaid. Of course, I want to stitch all the mermaids. Of course. There are 2004 or 5 designs now from just Mirabilia. I only stitch 33. Only. I forgot the name of this one. Some Asian style of a lady. Love her dress and she's gorgeous. Ophelia. Oh, I remember when I was teaching her. I think I wasn't living in Kiev at the time, just before the war started. In 2021. Must be, did I mention the year? Yes, it's 2021, definitely. Because I remember stitching her in Kiev. And unfortunately now I can't remember who made fabric for me. I think Katya Kondratenko. Beautiful fabric for her. So gorgeous. Now I have now memory in my head where I stitch her, which place I stitch her. At the time I was stitching on a couch, on a white couch. This one I stitch in Brussels. Also, I was planning to stitch her on many different fabrics. I can't explain to you how many times I want to started her, and finally I stitched her, I think 23. But eventually I chose very good fabric for her. She's one of the most popular 2021. What was her name? I forgot. Veronica, yes. Also, she is classic for me. She looks very good with Zelda together. Could be a pair. Another mermaid. This one I stitched in New York. Don't know the year. Must be 18 or 17. Something like that. You can see that Nora Corbett was inspired with this design. Botticelli, if I'm not mistaken. Because now, ask me my name now. I forget my name now. But then I'm like, how can I say that? And this is Eliana. Also, I stitched her on Leslie fabric Under the Sea. Grape or something. I hope you're able to see her dress. She is also one of the most popular. In this design, Nora Corbett was using new DMC colors from 1 to 35, all of them. And also she is bead heavy, she has tons of beads. 2025 work, mermaid. I think she was merchant. The other one was, I forgot the name. So Eliana I stitched in 2020. This is 2025. So stitched her and forgot the name. But she has something unique in her, like the tail. I love her face and hair and colors. Also 2025, fresh one. So this is a series of 3 or 4, can't remember. 3 for sure, maybe 4th will be as well in the series. Or maybe it is already out. Can't remember. I stitched her last year. And it was a pleasure to stitch her. Really interesting stitch. And I stitched her on fabric I got for another design from Elena Temkiv, Ukrainian stitcher and dyer. She has her page fabric by linen by Lena or something like that. I forgot the. I'll leave the link in description box. So this is also a queen. My second queen. Maybe Mariposa also queen, you count her as a queen, but then it's third one. Portrait of the Lady M, and it was chart number 2000. Again, the colors never show on video how she looks like. Quite large compared to others. Stitched her in 2025, and I think it was a few days when I finished her in 2026. Because it was just like I just couldn't stitch her anymore, I just had to have a break. Fairy Idol, also quite large, and you need to have bigger fabric than a quarter. More than 50 by 70 in centimeters. You can see how big she is. But it was interesting to stitch her, despite her size. It's a lot of details. I love the top part of the bed. Not too much skin, which is good, because when you stitch petites, it's hard. Hard for your eyes, hard for technical. It's harder. I stitched here in 2021, and that year I stitched a lot. This also was a gift from Karen, and she is now stitched Midnight Summer Fairy. Her wings, just incredible. Absolutely beautiful. When I saw her stitch, never really was into her, but when I saw her stitch in New Jersey in a store, I'll never forget that moment. I was like, okay, I'll have to stitch her. And this also was a present. What a gorgeous, gorgeous rosa mood. You can see Nora has quite few of sleeping ladies. Sleeping Beauty, another Sleeping Princess, so 2, 3 I stitch, can't remember. This is what was for Mirabilia. I also have Nora Corbett stitched. You can see how heavy they are all together. And wait a second, quickly I will show you Nora Corbett's. Don't have them a lot. I explain to you why, because I'm waiting waiting for something. It's also my latest work. It was conversion. I got inspired of one cross-stitch lady, Julia Craft. She has also a channel and Instagram, but it was a little bit different colors. Mine is much darker, but I might also stitch her as original. This is from Patreon, Blue Bee. Gorgeous. I love her so much. Silver Dragonfly. You can see the size of Nora Corbett's and Mirabilia's. Obviously, you spend just few days and you have a finish from Nora Corbett, whereas Mirabilia you have to stitch few months sometimes. So this mermaid was in magazine. I went through everything to find that magazine. At the time it was hard for me to use eBay. 10 years ago, especially in my country, we did not use cards often. We used, but it was hard for me to find out how to purchase, how to put it all together. Anyways, I learned very fast. Now I use eBay all the time. And she has a pear design with a little boat, so I have to stitch her second one. So this was in magazine previously. Now you can go get her as a chart, Nora Corbett. But at that time it was super hard to find her. Believe me, I went through a lot to find out where she was. This design I'll be restitching because you can see the top. I was miscounting. I was so excited to start her. So many years I was promising myself I'll stitch her. Tiger Lily, of course, one of the most popular pixies. So I did not finish the top part. Maybe it will be a project bag. I was thinking maybe I will do a project bag, because why not? I'll think about it. For now, I love her in my collection as it is. And this is a portrait I was telling you I have to stitch second one. I think it's portrait of the lady in blue or something like that. Forgot all the names. This design is also out of print. I stitched her in Buffalo in 2018. All the leftovers, you can see the fabric could be bigger, or I can count better. And a little series, also I think it was Nora Corbett made for Hoffman, same like Christmas trees. Obviously this is Easter fairy. It's for 14th of February. Can't remember all the names, unfortunately. But the whole series, it was sold as a kit, so everything was inside that kit, including fabric and chart, beads, whisper somewhere, like in this one, Christmas fairy. That was a harvest. This one is Christmas. She has a whisper. Beautiful, beautiful, and you can stitch her in a few days and you have a gift, you know, and you don't feel like you were stitching something for 2 months of your life, and you don't know what will be the future. Well, I don't know what will be the future with all my work laying here, plus I have the framed ones, and this is the Mirabilia for Australian retreat. I did not stitch Australia here, but I saw her on different fabrics. She's gorgeous. This one you can purchase still if you would like to. She has, I guess, 6 Karens, and it was one of the most interesting designs to stitch because of the Karen. Okay, that's it with my unframed ones. I also have framed ones. You can see the one Julieta and English roses, and a few more I'll show you in a second. This is my wall, English roses, very beautiful design. She has a wooden frame. I love the frame, and she has ribbons. She is very unique compared to others because many stitchers are afraid of trying something new, but believe me, you will enjoy it and you would like it even more. Those ribbons are absolutely fun to stitch, and yeah, big love. Next one is Arezzo. She was designed for the Casa Cennina shop. There is an actual city in Italy, Arezzo, and I guess Nora was there. And this is Juliet. I love her. There is also a series of, sorry, I have lots of things under. Christmas series, 12 Days of Christmas, and this is just one part. This goose, I think it's her, must be her, she has a crown. So beautiful, so many treasures, and really fun to stitch. So now I'm gonna show you my framed Mirabilias, and I hope you will see colors the way they are. This is Bluebird Princess Mirabilia. Very pretty. I saw the colors of the fabric, the way it is stitched. I saw in Stitcher's Paradise, and I got inspired and I stitched the same, but obviously frame is different. This mermaid is so cute. I love her so much. There is a kind of pair one. They are both stitched originally on the fabric from Wicheld called Laurel, and I might will stitch them on original fabric as well, because I like them both equally on the fabric which was recommended, and on this fabric as well. Look at her colors, look at her treasures. So pretty. But to be honest, I never like Laurel fabric. Just the color of the grass, of the swamp, you know, I did not like that color. And now I love that color. I don't know why, maybe it's the age. Wait a second, I have things on me, but I want to show you the pair mermaid, which I think matching. They're both matching, and they're both originally stitched on Laurel. So here I would love to replace the frame, but because this is very expensive wooden frame and I always wanted to use it for any of my work, I would leave it for something else, and I would get her different frame because I don't think they're matching, you know. Sorry, the lightning is very hard to catch. I'm trying my best, but it's playing games with me, you can see. Anyways, these both Mirabilia's both mermaids are my favorites, one of my favorites, of course, and they were stitched a long time ago. The previous one was in 2017, and this one in 2017 as well, or it was 16, no, 17. I'm trying to stitch at least 3-4 Mirabilias a year, because I can't stitch them a lot, especially when they're big ones like this one, you know, takes a lot of time. So this was my very first Mirabilia, very first, and I like her so much. Because of her I fell in love with all the Mirabilias. I came to the store at the time, 2016, Stitcher's Paradise, and I asked for the latest Mirabilia to stitch. I just wanted the newest. And I look at her like, okay, I'll stitch her. And yeah, till now I love her, and somehow I took a risk and I shipped her with a frame. And I was waiting for her. I was really worried if she will come or she will not come, because they bombed a lot of post offices in Ukraine, and sometimes you don't get your things. I already lost some stuff at the post office before the war, and with the war you're taking a risk, you never know. But also the puzzle can be missed, and I don't know how I took a risk, because the other Mirabilia, as I told you, I took a lot of from the frame, and for me it's impossible to bring everything with me. The road is very long, and again, you give it to if you fly after. Normally you fly when you go from Ukraine, you take a plane, you have to give it to the with the luggages, and you cannot take it with you, not always. I used to bring all my pictures with me, but I don't know about now, because the size is quite big. It doesn't go inside on top of you with the luggage, very scary on, so no idea, but who knows. And this is definitely one of my favorite works, Enchanted Mermaid. She has an amazing face and lots of treasures. Her fabric is excellent for her. I got this fabric firstly for the Aphrodite mermaid, and then I got all the supplies for her. We were living in New York at the time in the hotel, and I did not want to take a risk to buy a lot of things, because my husband knew at the time how much I spent on a cross stitch, and I just, okay, I'll choose something from the fabric I have. And somehow I saw this fabric, I look at it and like, oh, she will look great. And I have no idea till now from whom this fabric is. I think it's Picture This Plus, but my friend wanted to stitch her at the same fabric, and she said she chose a lot of fabric and it doesn't look the same. Maybe the way they color it, who knows. But I also want to have the same fabric for other Mirabilias, maybe for mermaids, and maybe for the queens, for any other designs. It's really pretty fabric. And lots of work here. Skin over one took a lot of time to stitch. Tons of treasures. Some of them are out of production now, if I'm not mistaken. And the frame is wooden. Yeah, I don't know how I took a risk because I did not want to take her out of frame. It will break my heart. I wanted her always to frames in special frame, and yeah. Okay, now that's it. And here is the last part of my video. I'll show you all the charts I have for now. And this is my collection. I might have one or two missing till number 160, and then I did not purchase latest one, like maybe 7, maximum 10 of them. And yeah, it's my collection, which I was making for 10 years. So number 1 is Damask Roses, and I thought it will be a photo here, but I guess it was maybe later released, not the very first one. I doubt I would be able to get one, but who knows. Anyways, this is the chart, which I believe was never printed, and here you can see 1993. Second chart, it's Fairy Moon, also 1993. She's also one of the most popular. I have seen her stitch in many different fabrics. Another one. This is classic Mirabilia to me. Garden Verses 1994, and it looks like it's a photo. Yeah, Aqua, remember? I remember. I'll fix it all after. But this was given to me as a gift, and at the time it was hard to get. I can see this one doesn't have roses. A Sleeping Beauty. This is also Aqua. It looks like it is, because here is tape. I don't want to take a risk to open it. And this is a chart already with the beads. If previous charts did not have, I think, no, second chart had beads already, and this one as well. But first one, Damask Roses, doesn't have any beads. And some of the first charts of Nora doesn't have beads, like this one, Christmas Elegance. No, she has a lot, the others. Sorry. This is morning and I'm recording this video again because yesterday something went wrong. I mean this part with the charts. This was also a gift from Jules. Same like the third one, Garden Verses. But let's go a little bit faster because it's lots of them. Or maybe this one Jules gave it to me. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, this one. Anyways, it's number 9. Also one of my favorites, and I've seen her stitch on 40s count. I'm showing you these charts. Maybe you have not seen them all and you want to see them and maybe find something new for you. This one doesn't have any beads. Mother's Arms. This chart requires some treasures, and they're here. You can see you can't get them anymore. Maybe if you're lucky on eBay, but I'm regretting not buying those treasures. But she also will look good without them. And also this chart is super expensive now on eBay. 264 last time I saw her. The keys, the classic one. I just ordered fabric for her. Winter Queen. So this is series of queens. They're super big, and she has them all the series of queens, seasonal queens. Of course, English Roses, also one of the most popular. Santa's Magic, I kitted this one up. The Baby Boat, also very interesting, and not too many people stitching it. She She's very nice. And this one as well, I've seen her stitched in Cape May in New Jersey in a store. She's big and she's very interesting. She has, I think, some ribbons. Yes, she has ribbons. Not too many, obviously, because not too many colors, not too many DMC, unlike the one I stitch now. Blooming Bright, this is my dream. I would love to stitch her. I got her fabric, the original one, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm stitching. No, I'm stitching now for another fabric. Anyways, I got for her a few fabrics because the original was out of production at some point. Not sure about now. It's called Coffee Bean. I remember I was buying a few on eBay, but she is incredibly beautiful. Deco Spirits, also don't see it stitched often. Fairy Tales, I kitted her up. I like her a lot. Fairy Idol, I've stitched already. There's another queen. Which one it is? Summer Queen. She's super beautiful. Rose Celebration. Oh, this one I wanted to start and I realized I don't have enough fabric because just a regular piece for Mirabilia it's not enough, so you have to have a bigger one. But she's unbelievably beautiful to me. And Christmas Flourishes, this is the classic one, and of course I would love to stitch her this year. We'll see. It's too many Mirabilias I want to stitch this year, including new ones. This one also one of my top ones. Mermaid of the Pearls, stitch this one. Millennium Angel, also not a big design. It's good when you want to have a finish. Crystal Christmas, or this one is like, whoa, it's crazy big. And it's hard to stitch white on white, lots of white. I've heard some people complain that it's not easy to stitch. The snowman was in a magazine before. I have two charts of Midsummer Night because I got it as a present. And I used the original one because I did not have any chance to print, but mine is good for collection. Giggles and Snow, so you can stitch them separately and you can stitch them together. Under the Friendship Tree, I also was stitching an original one, but I have mine for collection, and I guess she's out of print. Touching the Autumn Sky. Every year I promise myself I'll stitch it. She's small, but I don't know why I have not stitched her yet. And I exchanged her for a Dimensions kit with a lady. It was so nice. This is the Spring Queen. Waiting for Ships. I would love to stitch her so much. And yeah, one of my favorites, Mermaid. Savannah's Crusty. T43. This chart, I don't know why. I'll stitch her when I stitch everything else. She's nice, but something, maybe colors. I'm not too much into pink. I don't know. But I like the idea. I like their faces. They're all pretty faces. They all have pretty faces. It just same like Titania. Lots of people are crazy about her. I'm not the one. And she has an amazing face and wings. Maybe again those colors somehow. I don't know. Villa Mirabilia, back in days I wanted to start stitching her, and many times I promised myself I will. She has very few beads, like 2 packages I guess. 2? Yeah, 2 packages of beads and the rest lots of DMCs, but she's really big. Ashley Roses, I love her so much, so much. As well, this one, Ada, the Garden Fairy. What a beautiful design. Also hard to buy, she's out of print. Same as Deepest Love, I guess she's also out of print. But how beautiful she is. Ilona stitched her. She's incredible. Enchanted Dreamer. Seriously, I thought I didn't have the chart, but I'm happy I have it. The Garden Muses. Also, I don't see it stitched often. Autumn Queen. This is from series. Number 46 I'm stitching now, so I'm not going to show you the Lenovo sampler number 46 and April's Blue Diamond number 47. Rose Arbor, also, what a beautiful, beautiful design. Just stunning. Gathering Eggs, number 49. You remember I told you about this chart because it was in a magazine. And I bought her at the very end because I had the magazine. And I'm like, why should I buy the chart? I'm like, I have collection, I have to buy her. This is series of the ladies in the garden. Summer in my garden. Seaside Kingdom. This one I did not have the original, the very first one. I bought it as a reprint. June's Pearl Fairy. She's very interesting. I think I have hooked it up. Spring in my garden. I think they're very easy to stitch, these ones. Simple. Skein of Roses. I love this one, and I would love to stitch her on Laurel in original fabric. Well, yeah, Laurel linen from Witchelt. Mother's Bliss, also very simple and very nice and meaningful. Maze Emerald. Don't see them stitched often, but I like them as well. This one is a Queen Mermaid. She's out of print. Well, she was Queen Mermaid. I think they reprint her once, but I have the original one because I bought it in Stitcher's Paradise. Yeah. Queen of Peace. What's happened to her? Here. Sometimes I buy charts in old stores and they're a bit damaged, but I don't have any other chance to find the charts. And this one is such a pretty Mirabilia, just stunning. Okay, next is 61 Christmas Wishes. Lady of the Flag. I have the very first original one. My friend sent me her from Estonia because I guess there she was not popular at all at the time when I was collecting my charts. I was so happy. Even I knew at that time she was 500 plus on eBay. She still gave it to me, this chart, and I'm so grateful for it. I have not this one. 63. I have this Mirabilia kitted up, and I got her this fabric I have somewhere else, but I also have a chart. I just did not know I had that chart. Sometimes I have two, but it's extremely rare. Next Mirabilia is also was reprinted. Angel of New Dawn. Kyle was stitching her, I remember. Beautiful one. Fairy Treasures. Also don't see her stitched often. Almost never. Oh, this one I was just showing you. But I will sell one chart. I'll keep my... Don't need to. Winter in my garden. Cinderella. Maidens of the Season. I think one of them was out of print. Not sure. Maybe both. Not sure. I don't follow it anymore because I have the collection, so I don't mind. And this is quite interesting, and I don't see it stitched often as well, but I like it. This design is not as big as others Mirabilias. Maidens of the Season 2. Sorry if I don't say the name, I should have. Butterfly Fairy. Also she was hard to get, and at one point they made reprint, but I got the original one. You can see $12. Bought it in the store. Ring Around of the Rose Tree. I love this one, and she will be great for my other chart I stitched under the friendship, under the tree, something with friendship was showing you. This is a mermaid. Which one it is? Emerald Mermaid, yes. I love the roses here. Royal Holiday. Here, you guys, be very careful with the skin if you replace it on petites, because if you stitch it in cross stitch it's great, but in petites I saw her a bit darker, and the other part was lighter. I think this one was 264, not the Mother's Arms. This is the Madonna of the Garden. Sorry, I confused a bit. This one was crazy price on eBay just now, my friend sent me. And of course, Lily of the Woods, Archangel, Archangel, the Petal Fairy, the one I stitched, the Feather, beautiful. Always wanted to stitch her. Enchanted Mermaid, the Stargazer, quite often I see her stitched. Mermaids of the Deep Blue. Somehow, out of all mermaids, this is not my top one at all. But of course, for the collection, I'll stitch them. Maybe then I will find them differently. I don't know. But I think everyone stitched them. This one also beautiful. She looks more like one of her first one, but I was surprised she's number 86, Garden Beauty. The Forest Goddess, she's also tiny. The Bliss Fairy. She will be additional to my other fairy I stitched. This is a Christmas, White Christmas. Autumn in My Garden. The South Seas Mermaid. She's beautiful. She's amazing face. Lady of the Mist. Love her. Gorgeous dress. Just from the movie. And this is the Symphony, Crystal Symphony. I love her. One of my favorites. Mermaid of Atlantis. Stitch her. November Topaz Fairy. I told you about fairies were like by months, the series. How many times I wanted to stitch her. Even we agree with Ilona to stitch her together. Still did not. Athena. Athena. The goddess of wisdom. She is beautiful when she is stitched. The Bluebird Princess. Venetian Opulence. Also did not see her stitch, and I wanted to stitch her at one point. This one, Winter White Santa. He has a charm, and not a charm, I think this treasure he has, if I'm not mistaken. Circle of Friends. Wanted to stitch this one many times. Mediterranean Mermaid. She's tiny, will stitch her. Shakespeare's Fairies in my top list to stitch. Day Nymph. Night Nymph. My friend Lena Bob stitched them both gorgeous. Sabrina, classic one. Many people stitch her. Lady Hera. Yeah, Lady Hera. Would love to stitch her. January's fairy. Tree of Hope. I have to stitch this one. This one as well. I wanted to stitch just now. What is the name? The Spring Topiary Garden. Again, I don't see it stitched often. The Peony Garden, like really top 10 for me. Has lots of Karen water lilies. This one not that big. Charlotte. The Red Lady Pirate. She's gorgeous, but somehow she's not on my priority list to stitch. September Sapphire Fairy. Love her. Elizabeth. Also one day I'll stitch her, but I don't know when. The Merchant Mermaid I've stitched. Garden Girl Apples. Very different from others. Mirabilia. Somehow I thought that she was not Mirabilia. The Silver Moon Tea. I stitch her. Santa. Very interesting one. Dressmaker Daughter, of course. I'll stitch her. August Peridot Fairy. What a gorgeous wings she has. Sleeping Princess. Would love to stitch her. She is extremely beautiful. Roses of Provence. Yeah, I want to stitch her as well. Also, lots of people stitch her. Siren and the Shipwreck. Gypsy Mermaid. I stitch her. Persephone. She's also have the original fabric. She has very, very nice. Red. Ella and the Frog Princess. This is must stitch. Must stitch. And Bianca Bella as well. Must stitch. It's like I have to stitch them. Very quickly, last part. My charts. So Cassiopeia number 131. Cassiopeia. October Opal Fairy. Queen Mariposa. I stitch her and I want to stitch her as she is. The Undine. At the Met. Must stitch. Christmas in London. Must stitch for me. Moonflowers. Must stitch. Florentina again. Because she looks as a companion for, to me, for peonies. They're both sitting on a column. Must stitch. The Raven Queen. The Garden Party. Must stitch. As you understand. The Twin Mermaid might stitch this year. Every year I say this to myself, and I have everything for them. Kit them up in 2016. And of course the Gypsy Mermaid. The Snow Queen. Must stitch. Aphrodite Mermaid. Rapunzel. I stitch her. Blossom Goddess. Love her. Portrait of Veronica. I stitch her. Miss Christmas Eve. Have her kitted up. Andromeda. Not in my priority. The card. This one I stitch. Renaissance I stitch. What's the name of this one? Lady of the Mystery. I stitch this one. Miss Cherry's Blossom. I stitch this one. Royal Games 2. These cards I have to stitch. Sun Goddess. Love her, and I love her on different fabrics. I stitch Muka. Alice. This is Lady Mirabilia. Was anniversary for 25 years. She has a charm inside. I love her on original fabric. March Aquamarine Fairy. She's beautiful. Lady Justice.
She's not big one. I can stitch her. Zelda, I stitch her. December blue topaz fairy. Remember Nora was telling us that her size was a bit smaller than the others, that's why she had those parts. Winter Love by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. Cathedral Woods Goddess, she's very interesting and very different compared to other Mirabilias. To stitch her, you have to change thread quite often, so get ready. Garden Prelude, very big one, but I love her so much. I don't know about the fabric, I might will change it. The Baker's Wife, they are smaller. The portrait series, Lilies of the Labrador. The Duchess of Rowan, she's also not a big one. Princess Eliana, I stitch her. Miss Dancing Flower, love her so much, and I don't understand why not too many people stitch her. The Queen Bee, gorgeous as well. I don't see her stitched often. Starlet, I like her as well. Mermaid Perfume. Echo Lake, also very beautiful. Reminded me of William Morris. Ophelia, stitch this one. Twisted Mermaids, I think Alona stitched them. Botanical Garden, I stitch her. The Three Mermaids, also beautiful one. The Snow Maiden, again I don't see her stitched often. Rosa Mood, stitch her. Tea, very cute one. Lavender Mist, love this one, also it's not a big design. Portrait Queen, not a big design. Nightingale, lots of people stitch her. Of course Luda, I stitch her. Blackbird by Nora Corbett, love her so much, and lots of people stitch her already. Goddess Garden, very popular design. Delphine's Butterfly, Regale. When I saw her first, I was not thinking I'll stitch her, but now I love her more and more. I don't know about the fabric. The Muse, I stitch this one. The Sea Merchant's Wife, I stitch this one. Pretty to Think So, love it, love it, love it, love it. Empress by Nora Corbett, again love it. Morgana, I'll just stitch her. Portrait of the Lady Anne, just stitch her, huge one. Mira Fairy, from series, I'll stitch this one. Daphne's Connection, if I read it right. And Coco, of course, she's not big one. Coco, I would love to stitch you. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. Almost half an hour I was showing you my charts. But again, I missed some of the latest one. I did not buy them yet, but slowly, because I buy other stuff as well for cross stitch, fabric, and supplies and other designs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear something from you. What is your favorite design? What you want to see on my channel to be stitched? And just any comment from you I'll appreciate, because I'm just curious, what do you think about all this? Nora Corbett just posted something on Patreon. Thank you for watching this video. It's a very special video for me, and I hope you share this love, and we'll be stitching all together.
I just hope Nora Corbett will have long life, 150 years, and she will design a lot of things for us. And all this is very sensitive for me because I keep it as a big treasure, and I love obviously see designs of Nora Corbett or Mirabilia when the other girls are stitching. It's really catching my attention. Again, thank you very much for this long video, and hopefully you love it, and all the best.